All right. Hello, everyone. How are you today? It's Kay. So this is the 13th of October on Wednesday. So let's start. I just changed a little bit of the angle. So I hope you enjoyed this new angle and of a new background on my screen here. So because I was kind of moving around the tables and PCs and everything. So it was a bit busy day today. All right, so let's see. Let me squeeze my face and start the session right now. All right, so just a quick disclaimer as usual. This content is basically based on my own understanding and knowledge. So when you take trades, please do with the risk management. And also, since this is a live stream, if you can please follow the rules and guidelines, that would be great. Because after all, we're all here to learn. All right, so how are you everyone? How's it going today? Looks like the markets are a bit retracing, but we'll see what's happening in the markets from the Forex pairs first, and also review the news today too. Okay, so let me quickly say hi to everyone. All right, let's see. Minoru, good to see you too. All right, thanks for joining. And Vipin, thank you for joining. Great to see you here. Vera and Asif, good to see you again. Thank you for joining. And Roge, good to see you too. All right. Thanks for coming back for the live stream, Roge. Yes, it's always nice to see it in real time. Yeah, but everything's left on the archive, so in case you miss one of these live streams, you can always watch archive. Right, so let's see. Yumit, Suresh, good to see you. Thank you for joining. All right, Sai, good to see you too. Oh, looks like you get many JPY trades, but you get some mistakes. Yeah, I think that will be about the exit timing and risk management, perhaps. I hope you didn't take all these trades at one time, because I will never do it. I only pick one and take a trade, and if I start to run profits, or if I can move the stop loss break even, then I will start to look for other pairs. So yeah, make sure you don't trade many pairs, many markets at the same time. It's against the rules. Right, Kishore, good to see you for joining. And James, good to see you too. Juan, Strongwat, thank you for joining. Great to see you. Gabby, thank you for joining as well. Good to see you. All right, Hanif, good to see you from Spain. Thank you for joining. All right, Roland, good to see you too. All right, Alex Anthony, thank you for joining. All right, Ben, Mohammed, and Bedsheet, good to see you too. All right, Vera says, hello, Mr. K, how to get a second entry using KTS? I mean, second entry means like, you know, after you take a position and while having the first position, you take another one. Is that what you mean by the second trade? Well, I always make sure to follow trends. So if I see the trending market and if the trend is persistent, then I look for the second entry chance after the first entry. Yeah, so I add more positions along the way and compound the profit that way. Right, let's see. Yeah, Miro, good to see you. Thank you for the reminder also, for the like button, always. Okay, oh, thanks, nice light. Yeah, I got some new light in the background. Looks better at nighttime. Right, Victor, good to see you. All right, Blair, Maria, good to see you too. And Carbon, Nami, thank you for joining so well. Good to see you too. All right. Abayat, good to see you too from Saitama. That's good, from Japan. Thank you for joining here. All right, so let's start. Let me switch to the market. So let's screen charts first. I will delete all these ones because they might not be trending anymore. So Let me take them off. And let's see. The euro dollar in the daily chart is going down still, but in a short time frame, it's retracing backwards. Today is bullish, and it's retracing backwards and looks like it's ranging. So we have to wait for the downtrend in the lower time frames. I mean 1 hour or 30-minute chart, I wait for the downtrend. Otherwise, no trades. It might retrace back to the Tenkan-sen. So retrace back to Tenkan-sen level and bounces, and it may continue to go down this way. So since I notice that there are new viewers here for today's live stream. My name is Kei, first of all, and I'm from Japan. And I use Ichimoku Kinko Hyo to capture trend directions and to capture ranging market. And I only trade when the ranging market. And I first do it by daily chart or the forward chart in the Forex pairs. Because usually Forex pairs, I'm actually dealing with these major ones, minor ones, and they move up and down every day or every week. Sometimes we see downtrend like this or uptrend for a daily chart, but sometimes we don't. And in that case, I look at the forward chart also. So simply I switch to the forward chart and see if forward chart is going down or up too. So that's my initial analysis on whatever currencies I look at it when I screen. So that's why usually on my live stream, I start off from the daily chart or the forward chart and break it down to the lower time frames, if it's trending as per Ichimoku 5 lines. And I capture the trending market simply by using the Kumo and Kijun Sen as a backbone. So if I simply see the Kijun Sen is going down and Kumo is going down, then that is a downtrend, first of all. And also, you have to draw lines, support line, resistance line. You may be able to draw a trend line on the daily chart, but if it's going down, as per Ichimoku lines, the market most likely continues to go down this way. And that's when I first look for the market. So when I wake up in the morning at around 8 a.m., I don't wake up 8 p.m. 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. in the morning time, I screen charts and I screen all these pairs and see which one's trending. And if there's no trends, then simply I stay away until the next time I screen, which will be most likely in 2 hours, 3 hours, before or after I have lunch here in Dubai. And then after lunch, I come back to charts again before the live stream. So that will be around like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. in Dubai time. I screen charts again. And if I have, usually at night times, I kind of busy because I got some appointments, meetings. So, but if I'm free, I still see charts after the dinner on the New York session. So, but every time I screen like this, between 3 to 5 times per day, I start from the daily chart and then forward chart. So I do top-down analysis. I never go from the lower time frames up to high time frames. I never do that. I always go from top to bottom here. So that's why when you see my live streams or previous videos or archive, I first start to talk about the daily or the forward charts from this reason. So yeah, just so you know that you don't get confused. And I am a multiple time frame analysis. So if you are a bit confused by the multiple time frames, then the best advice for myself is to use Ichimoku in a daily chart on whatever markets you look at, whether it's a Forex or cryptos or stock markets. You better first focus on the daily chart by Ichimoku and then go lower time frames, in my opinion. All right. Yeah, so right now it's euro dollar is trending down as per daily chart. But looks like the market is now ranging. If you see these previous like 4 or 5 candles or 6 candles, it's been kind of ranging. So I don't see any downtrend. So I say this is bearish because the Kumo down, Kijun Sen down. But as soon as these candles, it's been ranging. So the market could retrace, and I won't look for the sell chance here. And even if I see the lower time frames like 1 hour, it's flat because we have today it's bullish on the daily chart. So you know that the 1 hour chart is also flat. Or 30 is also flat too. So you better stay away in this case. So that's the euro dollar. So let me quickly screen by the daily chart and see which one's trending. So euro AUDs now retracing backwards too. Euro pound is now also consolidating. It's been flat ranging for the last 4 or 5 days. So simply when I see this, I simply stay away. And euro JPY is slightly up, but I don't like these wicks pointing upwards like 3 times. There is a strong resistance level here, and that's why we have these wicks pointing up 3 times for the last 3 days. And there is a strong resistance level here at 131.10, and the market might retrace backwards, so I simply stay away from this one too. The resistance was actually from here, the 13th of July. There was a resistance, and it looks like market is reacting by that resistance level. And also, if you see daily chart Kumo, this is very small. So Kumo shape is also important, not only whether the Kumo is pointing up or down, but also Kumo shape is very good. When you see the very small Kumo like this, then the market is losing its, in this case, bullish momentum. So it retraces backwards, or it possibly retraces backwards at the previous resistance level. So in this kind of case, I stay away. I don't think the breakout is going to happen soon. At least not today, in my opinion. So the next one is EuroCAD. It has been downtrending, but since the Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat now, I would hold because this is really not really downtrending anymore. So whenever you see the Kumo flat, Senko span B flat in this case, and Kijun Sen flat, as per Ichimoku nature, it's in the middle of the retracement. So today is bullish, and yesterday was bearish. But since today is retracing backwards against the major downtrend, we better hold. We cannot sell here because we never know how far the market retraces backwards. So in this case, I stay away. So let's see. Euro Swiss franc, it's ranging too. Like you see, the candles have been ranging for the last 5 days. So simply I stay away in this one. So here is the next one, USD JPY. It looks to be uptrending, but there is a resistance level, 113.43 level, and now today is bearish. So it's making the Kumo flat and Kijun Sen flat. So yeah, it could retrace back to the Tenkan Sen or Kijun Sen. So we better hold in this case. We don't see uptrend in the middle time frame, so without looking at it, I simply stay away from this one in this case. Yeah, so but let me check some other trending markets in my eyes. So dollar CAD is also supported by the previous support level here at around 1.2445. So it's not really breaking down yet. But this is where we have to hold because looks like the market is not really in a good situation. So here is the pound JPY, and it's uptrending, and broke the resistance levels. But to me, I would hold here because you see the Kumo is very flat. So Kumo's very flat, very thin like this. And when you see this kind of Kumo, the market may retrace backwards anytime. So because this is, in that sense, like overbought, so it retraces backwards, so possibly. So I will wait for the Kumo to be bigger and look for the buy chance afterwards, if that's the case. So that's the pound JPY. But let me look at the forward chart here. It might be up. Okay, so looks like forward chart pound JPY looks good because you see the Kumo's up. Right now, the Kumo's up. And Kijun Sen is also up. Chikou span above the candles and price above the Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen. So this is good in a forward chart. So as long as 4 is up, we can follow the uptrend. And because we can expect this continuous bullish wave. Once the price was supported by the Tenkan Sen here, once and twice actually. So even the market retraces backwards, it may bounce by the Tenkan Sen and continuously goes up in this way. So I think forward chart is good. But simply when it retraces backwards and when the market breaks the Tenkan Sen, then in this case you better look for an exit timing because it may retrace backwards to the Kijun Sen if it happens. So yeah, but if it still goes up this way, then the next target is going to be, let's see, it's going to be over here, 155.49. Yeah, 155.49 would be the next good target, or 155.5 would be a good target to keep trading the profits in that way. Yep. All right, so let's see. Pound AUDs now retracing also in the daily chart. Retracements everywhere today. Pound CAD retracing too. And pound Swiss franc has been ranging, so simply stay away from myself. And the AUD USD is also flat. The Kumo is too flat, so I would stay away. And AUD CAD is also ranging too. So there was a twice of support, and now the market is consolidating in the daily chart, and there is no direction. AUD JPY, it was up, but today's a bit bearish. Or there's a doji, so today's ranging. If you see doji like this on the daily chart or any time frames, that shows that it's ranging on that time frame. So in this case, we can know that it's ranging as per daily chart. So there's no trend in this one. And AUD CHF is also retracing backwards now. It broke the resistance level, but today is retracing backwards. So yeah, really retracements are like everywhere today. And today, in this kind of case, is not a good timing to trade. You can just relax and enjoy your time with family and friends and come back tomorrow. Well, sorry, tomorrow there will be FOMC. Sorry, tonight. Tonight there will be a FOMC here, so we have to watch out. And so there was a CPI report in the US, and that was the same as consensus, and it didn't really impact the market in the US. And it looks like markets are waiting for the FOMC to come. So it happens at 2 p.m. So we have to wait for that. So if there's a big news, market tends to be very quiet or retraces because psychologically, traders want to exit before the big news, and that's why the market tends to retrace or goes against the major directions. So let's see. Swiss franc JPY is up by daily chart, but I think it's more so in the forward chart. Let's see. Yeah, in the forward chart, Swiss franc is good. It just broke the resistance level. Oh, sorry. I wouldn't say that it was a breakout because I didn't see the candle close was above the resistance. But even more, I see the pin bar once, and there is now forming pin bar the second time. So I can see that there is a strong resistance here and it may retrace backwards. So yeah, simply when I see this market, I will stay away and do some other things. Right, so now let me come back to some comments in the chat. And I will start to look at, I will continue to look at the gold and some indices. All right, good to see you everyone. Thank you for joining once again. This is Wednesday the 13th on October. And I hope you're having a great trading day and great day yourself. All right, Orvin says, hi Kame, I'm currently managing a position in Swiss franc JPY. We'll see if breaks 122.5. Yeah, 122.5 would be the previous resistance, so hopefully it breaks. Yeah, but I don't like this pin bar in the previous pin bar in the forward chart. But if you're already in a position, then you better hold because it might break. Because Kumo's up and Kijun Sen is up. But once the market retraces backwards, then you better exit very soon. All right, let's see. Magakuris says, are you in Dubai because of the taxes? Yeah, taxes are one of the reasons why I'm here in Dubai. Yeah, you get to see my talk about why I came to Dubai on my second channel. So you can click on the below description and go to my second channel and talk about it. Yeah, I think it's now time to do the second channel live stream. It has been, I haven't been doing the live stream on my second channel for a while. So I think it's good to do now. Yeah. Giving some updates. So this is my main channel and I have like sub channel, like second channel, and in there it's more for like a casual talk. I don't really talk about the trading so much, but I will talk about like Dubai life, or when I was in Japan I was talking about Japan events, or what I think about the markets or the life itself right now, some updates about relocation to buy, things like that. I was talking about that. So yeah, let's see. Lisa says, hi K, is leverage also a part of risk management? If so, how much leverage should beginner use? I would say you better go for below 20. Leverage below 20 is recommended. And yes, leverage is a part of the risk management. Yep. Orvin says, personally, I screen charts 4 times daily chart in a day on every forward candles close. Makes a lot of sense to me. No stress. That's good. That's good. Yeah, when forward chart candle closes, you can come back to charts. Yeah, I think that's a nice routine. Yeah, definitely. All right, Danish, good to see you. Thank you for joining. All right. Good to see you. Let's see. Let me come back to some other comments here now and move on to gold analysis. Sain says, sir, I'm working on managing portfolio of 7 to 10 pairs for a period of 3 to 5 months time period. I'm working on a few data. I need your help. Can help you. If you are working on making portfolio of 7 to 10 pairs, then my recommendation is to go for the major ones, because I'm not sure what kind of traders you are, whether you are a swing or scalper. Maybe you're a swing because you mentioned period 3 to 5 months. But if that's the case, if that's the case, if you are a swing trader to become in Forex, then exotics can be an option too, because exotics can last longer in a trend than the major ones. But the cons about the exotics are the spreads are very high, and also it's volatile. The market, whenever there's a big news, big surprise in the market, in the world, then these exotics moves very fast. So if you can manage that, then I think 7 to 10 pairs can be also with the exotics. But personally, I don't trade exotics because I am more of the day intraday swing trader, and I don't really focus on the monthly or weekly charts. Because in the major ones, it's kind of rare to find monthly trends. Weekly sometimes, but monthly trends I don't really see that. So I simply stick to weekly or mainly daily chart or 4 or in lower time frames. And also the spreads are lower for these major ones. So that's why I stick to the major ones. All right, let's see. What financial broker do you use? I'm using XM Trading as my broker. Okay, let's see. DXY pumping, all right? Let's see, all right. Can you analyze USDJPY deep in the lower time frames? Yep, let's see. USDJPY in the daily chart, first of all, it's retracing backwards now. Today is bearish, so it's retracing. And if you look at the 1 hour chart, let's say in 1 hour chart is now going into the Kumo, and it is becoming a double top. So here's neckline, and the neckline is breaking downwards now, which is 113.36. So I would wait for the market to go down a little bit and retrace backwards and be resisted by the previous support level, and then look for the sell chance here. That will be one of the scenario in terms of price action. But if you're using Ichimoku, then you can wait for the Kumo breakout and then take a sell afterwards. Of course, you have to see Kumo down, Kijun Sen down, but that will be a great timing to sell also. Or before the Kumo breakout, there is a support level here. So if the market breaks 113.00, which is round number, then it can break the Kumo downwards. So that will be also a good timing to sell too. All right, let's see. Yep, I use XM Trading, yes. Major pair with long short portfolio. Yep. Let's see. New normal says my risk 1 to 3. For some reason, it works for me. What could be doing wrong if my trades work, but I'm managing a lot of drawdowns? So so I think that's all about the exit timing. Yeah, because even if you have a good risk to reward ratio every time you take trades, if the price doesn't reach to the reward, then you cannot use that risk reward ratio, because if you lose consecutive, then you keep losing. So yeah, and that's when it's more becoming important in terms of the trend follow and also exit timing. So every time I enter the trades, I exit with 0.5% drawdown on each position. So I take 2 trades at the same time, but so on each position I take 1% risk per trade, and for these 2 I take 2%. But once the market retraces backwards, I exit 0.5% for each. So for these 2 positions, I exit at 1% retracement in average. So yeah, so drawdowns happens because this is, the similar to investment. In order to invest, you have to spend some money in order to get returns. So it's a cost, so to speak. Position or stop loss or the drawdown is a cost, but you cannot keep using the cost. Otherwise, you will be, losing all the money. So how to cut cost is also important concept, and that's very similar to the exit timing in that sense. Orvin says, Kay, what do you think of USD CAD 5-minute edge? Seems like forming a double top really to break the support. Let's see, USD CAD 5-minute. All right, let's see, USD CAD's here. And so right now, daily chart is now flat. In 4, it's kind of sloping down, but range. It might be supported and reverses backwards. And in 1 hour chart, it's also range. In 30, it's also range too. So in 5-minute chart, let's say there is a double top. I think you're talking about this double top. But this is double top in a range. So I don't really care so much. Double top should be happening. The market, let's say, goes up on the N wave, bullish, and the market resisted twice and retraces backwards. But not only that it retraces, but also the market breaks the neckline. And when the market breaks the neckline, you can now finally say that that was a double top. So in the market is losing its uptrend, so it might go range afterwards, or it may continue to go down this way. But this will be possible only when you see the uptrend beforehand. But in this case, since it was range, in the 5-minute chart, it has been ranging. So personally, I don't call this as double top. And same is true for the head and shoulders. It should happen at the top for the reversal. So yeah, make sure that you never look for double top or head and shoulders in a ranging market, because oftentimes it fails. And the same is true for engulfing breakout and doji breakout too. You will see many doji breakouts when it's ranging, but these are not the doji breakouts technically, because it just happens and the market can retrace backwards very soon. But it works when it's trending. When it's trending up, then you see doji or engulfing, and when it breaks upwards, that is the breakout. I mean, that is the engulfing or doji breakout that I'm talking about. But when it's ranging, there is no use. It just happens, and that's it. So that's a big difference, actually. Okay, so Swiss franc JPY uptrending in a 5-minute chart, all right? Yeah, Swiss franc JPY was up on the higher time frame too. Swell says when retracement become a main trend according to Ichimoku Kinko daily time frame. When retracement becomes a main trend, that will be when you see, first of all, the market needs to be above the Kumo. So this is in 5, but imagine that this is a daily chart. And so first of all, the market needs to come above the Kumo like this, and Kumo needs to point up, and Kijun Sen needs to point up, and Chikou span needs to be above the candles. Then that's the beginning of the uptrend per Ichimoku. If that happens, if that doesn't happen, then that will be range still. All right, let's see. Won is XM trading based in Japan. Japan and a couple of other countries, it's available. Yeah, XM Global is identical to XM Trading. Yeah, so basically they are very similar, companies or services, I would say. Oh yeah. Oh, one thing is that I never use Ichimoku in 5-minute chart. In 5, basically I watch the price action, and for supportive purposes I use the Bollinger Band and stochastics. But in 5, I don't use Ichimoku because Ichimoku becomes a bit lagging in its signals and indications in the lower time frames because it's kind of spiky. It just goes up and down very fast, so Ichimoku can't really follow it. So you better watch price action to look for the edges in 5. Yeah, let's see. Nimai says, please master EuroCAD and more thing, I'm unable to control my emotion. Please give a suggestion, lose a lot more. So EuroCAD right now, let's see. Okay, so EuroCAD is now retracing. It's retracing backwards per daily chart. So today's bullish. Yesterday was bearish, today's bullish, and this is engulfing inside bar. So this is where I have to hold. We cannot sell right now because it might retrace back to Tenkan-sen in this situation. And to control emotions, I think that will be the biggest question. That will be the biggest question for any traders. We have emotions and it's inevitable. You know, we have to have emotions in order to enjoy life. So emotions are important. We have to have emotions, but we can't take trades by the emotions. So that's the difference. So, sometimes it says controlling the emotions, but I think controlling emotions is also very difficult. So instead of controlling the emotions, my suggestion to deal with the emotion is that you have to create some routine. Like, routine work can release some emotions because if you do routines, for example, like when you wake up in the morning and brush your teeth, if I ask you, why can you brush your teeth every morning so persistently, right? You might go, it just happens. It's my routine. So I think it's the same to manage how to manage the emotion. Like in trading too, I think emotion comes because you don't have the routine before and after you take trades and exit. So that will be one of the solutions. But yeah, we can't avoid emotions. It's necessary to how to say, like to enjoy life. Yeah, sometimes we have to be sad, we have to be happy. in order to feel sad, and in order to feel sad, we have to be happy sometimes, and this is all good. But of course, Forex or any tradings involves more into money. So you gain money and lose money, and that's where emotion comes. All right, so let's look at the gold, because in gold, it's now going up very much. So as per daily chart, it's ranging still. The Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat, everything's flat right now. So I can't say anything about it. And but I see inverse head and shoulders, and it broke the neckline, and now it's going up. So this is, I call inverse head and shoulders, because previously it was reversed in the wave. Reversed in the waves, but from here, for some reason, the market started to go up, and now it's on the end wave. So this is reversed in the waves to end wave, and this is called inverse head and shoulders. And 1780.09 the neckline, and it's breaking upwards now. But in terms of Ichimoku, it's range, because Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat. That means even if the market is retracing and broke the neckline, it may retrace backwards anytime soon. So if you are a type of trader who follows the daily chart, then you better stay away in this condition. But if you are more or intraday to scalping, then you can look at the lower time frames. So let's go to the forward chart. All right, in the forward chart, it's also bullish. Huge bullish market is happening right now on gold, but you see the Kumo's too small, too tiny. So as I mentioned before, if you see the very thin Kumo, very small Kumo like this, it can retrace backwards anytime soon, because this is overheated market. So I would simply stay away. It may be due to some news, so let me check. Just in case, let me refresh the page. And yeah, looks like there's no big news here. So yeah, there was a CPI report in the US, but that was same as previous, same as consensus for X-Fuel energy. So it didn't really impact the market. So I guess this is due to some other news. But yeah, so now it's going up. So let me go down to the 1 hour chart. All right, so here's 1 hour chart. And it also shows that the Kumo is too thin, too small. So this is when I never enter the trade. We have to wait for the pullback and look for buy afterwards. And this is also about the emotion too, I believe. You know, when the market is going up this way, you might wonder, if I were able to buy here, then I will be making so much profit, so much money here. But the fact is that you were not able to place a buy, and that's why simply you cool yourself down and look for next opportunity based on your strategy and rules. So let's see. Yeah, even 30-minute chart is also very thin. So yeah, it can retrace backwards. And when the market's going up like this very strongly, usually the spread gets higher too. So from that reason also, it's not really recommended to trade right now. All right, so that's gold over here. So let's see. Abaya says NZD USD, which one going up? All right, so NZD USD, we can take a look at the strength chart. USD is going down so heavily, and that's why gold is going up. All right, so I think this is due to some news right now. It's happening. And New Zealand is now going up. So New Zealand USD, it's going down. As long as USD is going down, that pair should be going up continuously. So yeah, let's see. So let me look at some other USD pairs now, because it might be trending. So let's see, Euro dollar. It's okay, it's not really trending. It's just going up, but it's retracing backwards against the major direction. And yeah, dollar JPY retracing backwards due to weak USD. It's going backwards now. And USD CADs, yeah, it's going down. It's about to break the support. So I think this one is good to watch. It's USD CAD. It's about to break the support at 1.2423. Let me delete all these lines here. Yeah, so I think that will be a good timing to look for the sell. Pound USD is retracing backwards. And the AUD USD, it just broke the Kumo upwards, but the Kumo is too flat. Kijun-sen point down. So the Kumo breakout can be fake and it might retrace backwards. Okay, so, but yeah, looks like gold is just going up right now, up 2% right now. So it is a strong uptrend. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's happened. Unimore says, when news creates a new support resistance due to large spikes, are they reliable? Or are they just institutions just randomly setting? I would say they are reliable. They are valid resistance support levels, because afterwards the market will see it and they will focus on these resistance support levels, weak highs and weak lows. So yeah, I think they are valid. So yeah, support times resistance is also not important in the range. It is important in the range. Support resistance turn is important in the range. So for example here, in this case, the market broke the previous supports and becomes resistance. This is important. Well, in this case, well, most likely that will be on the N wave. That is important. So yeah, let me look into the 5-minute chart by price action on gold. Okay, so there is no retracement. The retracements are so small. So you see all the white candles. White is bullish candles for myself, and blue is bearish. And you see too many bullish candles here. So this is too strong uptrend. Ash says, hey, how do you use stochastics in 5-minute chart as it can stay in overbought and oversold for a long time, even if it's crossover multiple times? I still use overbought, oversold signals on stochastics, because when the market trending in higher time frames, like daily chart or the forward chart, then of course in 5, stochastics will show overbought, oversold because of the strong uptrend, but they are still reliable, and that's why I still take them. Yep, CPY was good. Yeah, CPY was good. So, but it doesn't really affect the market. Well, actually, it's going against the outcome of the news. Yeah, so this is why I don't trade by the news, because even if the turnout to be positive, if this is itself, if the turnout itself is a negative to the market, then that will be sold. So we never know until the actual releases. Okay, so let's see. Hale says, if Euro CAD retracing Tenkan-sen, so can I buy a little bit, sir? Target Tenkan-sen. Tenkan-sen retracement, yeah, you can take it, but Tenkan-sen will be much closer than Kijun-sen. So most likely that will be a scalping or intraday. But yeah, technically that's possible. John says, if 4's down, 1's down, if 4's down and 1's ranging, should I still hold my position or close? If the market starts to retrace, then you better close. Yeah, and you better close in a profit, or worst case scenario should be break even. So if the market retraces back to the position, then I recommend you to exit so that you don't lose anything on that trade. All right, USD CAD about to break. All right, let me see. USD CAD. About to break the support. So it's right at the support in 5, and it's about to break. Now it retraces backwards now, but we'll see. That says, what is the win rate of your system? My win rate is about 35 to 40%. 35 to 40%, including the break-evens as loss. That is my win rate. All right, Ravinder says, what is your view on crude WTI? All right, let's see. WTI, it has been going up. So let me see right now what's happening. As per daily chart, okay, so today retracing and previously doji. So I would say it needs to break the doji or the previous week high. There is a strong resistance here. So in this case, market can retrace back to the Tenkan-sen and it may bounce and goes up, is my view on the daily chart. But once the market breaks the Tenkan-sen, then you better not to buy, or you might want to think about exit if you're holding a buy, because it can retrace back to Kijun-sen all the way. So whether the market breaks the Tenkan-sen or not is a key for WTI crude oil for the daily chart. Right, let's see. I think, due to WTI is so strong, the economy is not doing so well, and stock markets are, major stock markets or industries are going down right now. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, so I will be ending live stream in about 5 to 10 minutes. So until then, let's continue to watch some markets. All right, Ken JJ, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Ferry from Indonesia. How you identification the price's false break of the Kumo cloud? You have to wait for the candle close. You have to wait for candle close, and if candle close is above the Kumo, then it may go up afterwards. So that's one. And also the order of Sanyaku Koten signal is important. First, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen cross needs to happen, and then Chikou span break needs to happen, and then Kumo breakout needs to happen. So the order of Sanyaku Koten or Gyakuten signal is very important too. So let's see, for example, in this case here, this is not a good example. Maybe here. So Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, dead cross happens first, and then Chikou span breakout happens next, and then Kumo breakout. Then that is the right order of Sanyaku signal. So yeah, you have to wait, you have to look for the right order too. Let's see. Gino says, is Euro AUD trending? Let's see. Euro AUD. No, it's not in the daily chart. It was trending before, but as per Ichimoku lines, it's flat now. The market retracing, so it's not trending anymore. Yeah, you see the market has been ranging. So, and yeah, I would say Kijun-sen's down, but this is still a bit. I would wait for a couple more candles whether the market really goes down or not in this case. Yeah, one's flat and 30 is also flat. This is not a downtrend yet. Yeah, still consolidating market right now. Yeah, but looks like markets were active for the last 2 days. So it was a nice moment. And usually after big trends, the market becomes quiet because it needs to consolidate in order to, you know, to hit the next big move. No market keeps trending up or no market keeps trending down. It needs to have N shape in the market to go and keep going in the same direction. Let's see. I kind of see some trends in the 4-hour charts. But yeah, in the price action says it's ranging. So it's a bit difficult to capture. Yeah, and since we have FOMC tonight, most likely I will stay away. And also, I've got some more appointments tonight after this live session ends. So most likely I will stay away from the charts and simply come back afterwards tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, I guess I will be ending the live stream very soon. So, but yeah, once again, thank you for joining everyone today. I do see many more comments, but unfortunately I wasn't able to cover. But after I finish this live, I will come back to the comments and chat, and I will enjoy the chat. So yeah, once again, thank you for joining, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and get ready to take trades tomorrow after the FOMC. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Right, bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you.